used body doubles for certain shots and camera angles to emphasise different heights. But unlike in The Lord of the Rings, where these techniques work flawlessly, here the body doubles only serve to emphasise how unconvincing Gary Oldman's proportions are, and the camera angles don't work because they don't hide how ridiculous he looks. It's a travesty, and it approaches blackface levels of misrepresentation. I cannot imagine why they thought this was okay, or what was going through Gary Oldman's head the whole time.
I'm a motherfucker. I'm a dick too. Yeah? I'm a fuckwad. I'm a fucking fart.
But to his credit, he gives an incredible performance considering the material he was given, although his southern US accent is pretty questionable.
You knocked up this great girl and you didn't tell her that her baby's probably gonna be little.
Given how many dwarves appear in the film, it's astonishing that the filmmakers couldn't find one to fill this role. Peter Dinklage could have done it. Why not cast him? Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage is in this, and he absolutely 100% makes this film. He plays, prepare yourself for this, a hedonistic, sexist, French radical communist. As you can imagine, he provides some of the best lines in the film.
Bourgeois shit makes me want to vomit. I am French, and I'm proud to be French. I am proud not to eat this disgusting swill. I think the women's liberation movement is an excuse for every poor female pig who needed a reason not to clean up after themselves.
He's paired up with Patricia Arquette, who plays a stereotypical new age hippie complete with dreadlocks and some choice quotes.
Hey, the asshole is the strongest muscle in the human body. Hey, you can't steal food. Food's from God. It's plentiful. God wants me to eat.
I feel like death.
That's great. That's a great transition.
You better be careful, Maurice, because they could lock you up in a loony bin, and that's not fun.
These two provide the film's comic relief. At least that's what I'm guessing. Their toxic and volatile behaviour provide a lot of the comedy, and I can't think of any other reason why these characters would be in the film, because apart from padding out the runtime, they don't affect the plot in any significant way. The main plot focuses on the relationship between Matthew McConaughey and Kate Beckinsale's characters. They're meant to be getting married, but there's not a lot of chemistry between them. Sure, they spend a lot of time in bed, and she almost sucks his dick at one point, but there's something stiff and insincere about their interactions, like they're just going through the motions. This is partly due to the actors themselves. Matthew McConaughey is alright, and they both have their good moments, but Kate Beckinsale is atrociously wooden at times. Perhaps unsurprising, she is the only one of the top-billed actors who didn't go on to win an Academy Award.
I'm just so embarrassed.
Just think about that for a second. 3 actors in this film later won Oscars, and this is their dirty little secret. But anyway, this relationship is also just a bit unconvincing because of the drama the characters create for themselves, much of which is exaggerated, contrived, and so petty that it does nothing to endear them to the audience. Seriously, they act like fucking children, and it removes a lot of levity from the drama. You know, whatever levity was left after casting Gary Oldman as a dwarf. Alright, before
Whiteman Chevrolet has been involved in the community since 1956. During this time, we are here to lend a helping hand. Through the month of May, Whiteman Chevrolet is giving all eligible medical professionals an extra $250 off on top of all applicable incentives. We are offering our special financing options and deferred payments of 120 days on certain models. Call for all details. Check out our new and used inventory at whitemanchevrolet.com. Find new roads at Whiteman Chevrolet in Glens Falls, right around the corner.
When the present moment is unpredictable, it's important to stay focused on the future. Personalized, goal-based financial advice can help you navigate today while still staying on track for your long-term financial goals tomorrow. At Ameriprise Financial, that's what we've done for over 125 years. And what our advisors will continue to do for generations to come. Ameriprise Financial.
Before I go on another rant about that, let's move on to the good stuff and go through the plot itself. The title plays as Gary Oldman and Peter Dinklage tear up the highway on motorbikes. We then see Matthew McConaughey and Kate Beckinsale's characters, Stephen and Carol. Stephen tells her he's going to see his family, but won't give any more details.
Family fucked up or something?
He doesn't even stay long enough to get a blowjob. That's a family man right there. We go back to Gary Oldman and Peter Dinklage, playing Rolf and Maurice, pissing on the side of the road.